And I'll tell you what, John Lear, yeah,
Oh, okay.
he explains this. I'll tell you the story what he explained because it would be better. There was a fellow he knew, yeah, and he was like a rich fella, and he was in. They had him in like thingy on the bed in the hospital, uh, and they lost him. And he said to John Lee, went, when I died, all I could see, I was looking down, and all I could see was everyone rushing around trying to save my life. He went, and all of a sudden, like a vortex thing was pulling me back, yeah. And all of a sudden, I ended up in another hospital, and I see a woman giving birth. And just as I was getting close to the vessel, another orb, light form, came flying in, hit the baby, and then I was sucked back here and I was alive. They brought me back on the table. Yeah. Now, that story I've heard over, I reckon over 55, 56 times. The same story. Yeah. And that just makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, listen, the seed in the mother, it might be kicking and doing all these things whilst it's in the mother, but don't forget, it's the mum what's keeping the baby alive. It's the mum what's feeding it. Yeah, that that seed hasn't got consciousness yet to think for itself. Even the mother's doing it all. Yeah. So as soon as that head pops out into the world, into the oxygen, the vessel, the soul, yeah,
Comes in.
instantly will come in and it'll occupy the baby's vessel. Yeah. And that's how it works.
I've
But
actually
pregnant
heard.
women going into 5D world or even the 3D new world, yeah, only you will only see she, she'll only it'll only be her light form, yeah, because the other soul ain't it hasn't arrived yet. It hasn't arrived. When the baby arrives, the soul arrives. Yeah,
Okay.
works like that.
I've heard other.
They're literally actually showing me and telling me this now as I'm telling it to you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because this is important, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. This is why they're showing me now, as I'm telling you now and talking to you. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you all now. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't sure, but they're showing me now, and the vessel. As soon as the vessel arrives, the soul arrives, and it's an instant like pow. Yeah. So you
Well,
ain't got to
that's,
worry.
I've
And
heard
don't
this.
get like I've just said. They're showing me we're going into two positive worlds. Some of us staying, some of us going. Pregnant women, their babies don't get killed in the positive world. Yeah, right. The
Yeah.
vessel, yeah, will be occupied when the vessel arrives. The soul arrives. They're showing me it now. Boom, 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 ping, ping. Babies' heads. Boom. They're showing me. Yeah, lights. Babies' heads. I can see it. Right. Yeah, it's the first real strong connection I've had in all your videos, that is, because I really wasn't sure. And they've just shown me. And they're still showing me now. Baby's head's getting pinged with lights now. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it's funny because the super soldiers, one of the super soldiers, Anthony Zender, he talks about when he came in.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They show me like pink lights in my eyes still.
Okay.
I know, I can see you. I've got the message, I can see. I've got it. I've got it. Wow, that ain't happened before. That's quite mad. Wow, I feel a bit embarrassed now.
So they're saying basically it's waiting for the birth in order for the
Yeah,
soul to come
listen,
in.
every, listen. There's a baby born every second, and there's hundreds of souls coming in here every second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, that's why sometimes, you know, when a baby is born and it's not breathing straight away, yeah, and I have to pat it and all that, yeah, this is because the soul ain't detecting the vessel, like, straight away, if you know what I mean, yeah?
Right.
They're showing me that now as well, even. That's, yeah, yeah, yeah. That is what they do. That's how it
Say
goes.
that again. Say that again.
Right. When they detect, say the question again. Say the
Well,
question again. What was we on? What are you trying to show me? We're talking about the baby, the vessel, weren't we?
yeah, talking about how the baby doesn't the soul or the consciousness doesn't go in until the baby breathes the air.
Yeah.
Comes
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. And so
Yeah, that's to do, yeah, when babies don't breathe straight away, yeah, and it's quite common sometimes.
yeah.
This is where the soul is having a problem. Like, the soul's having a little bit of a difficulty connecting to the consciousness. The 2.2% of the capacity of the brain. It's having it's having a little bit. It has trouble. That's why baby. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I didn't
That is why babies, everyone, and this is news to me, don't breathe sometimes when they're first born. Wow. Yeah. They're showing me a soul delay. A soul delay. A delay of, oh yeah, they're just showing me, like, when they pick the baby, they're picking up the baby and they're patting it around and they're
yeah.
doing it's being rough. They're shaking the consciousness, the soul around there. The nurses and doctors don't know they're doing that. They just think they're like trying to get the adrenaline and the heart pumping and all that lot. No, it's not. Yeah, there's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. I didn't know that. It's nothing to do with that. No, it's to do. Listen, everything's to do with soul,
Yeah.
spirit, like light form. Like, it's all to do with that. And you know what? I've just learned a little bit there myself just then. Just showing me them couple of things they just showed me. That's quite crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that patting around and getting the baby's a delay of the soul. Like, wow, that's crazy.
So
And I
this
didn't know also, I didn't know that it happened like that. Like, when the vessel arrived, the soul, boom. Well, I've seen it. Like, and when other people's explained to me about their near-death experience, yeah, seeing other souls quickly occupying and being pulled back and that, yeah. I know they're not lying. They're not lying because I've seen it.
well, everything about the whole process has been tinkered with by these
Yeah.
reptilians. So
And
it doesn't surprise
this
me.
and all what we've just been talking about in this video so far is way, way, way out of 78% imagination.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even know where to start or where to go on it. Yeah.
Well,
What we're talking about.
that's what I keep thinking is there is no way to explain it to them now. There's
No.
too much.
Just for the record, listen, I am not playing with it. See how I'm stepping it up now? I'm stepping out on levels. See, till the blackout, yeah? I'll be stepping out on a level, yeah? None of you have even heard from Jordan Maxwell, no one. I'll be stepping out on levels, trust me, yeah? I've even stepped out level explaining to you about looping and stuff, yeah? Like, no one's ever explained all this to you before. Because a lot of you have been looped and you're so unaware of it. It's just where the sensory of you hasn't connected to the memory, the past memory. And I think most of the 20% over the next week or so, yeah, they're going to be started triggering, getting stuff triggered, yeah. And that is because most of that 20%, yeah, have been on a loop, Yeah, you're aware. You've been aware for a long, long time. Yeah, you're like a proper strong loop, a loop of memory. You know what I mean? Just when you said to me that time when you dreamt about sinking into the plasma
Plasma
thing that
screen,
time,
putting my foot on the window and it was
I remember that. How many? That was quite far back, Linda, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh God, I was like 10 years old or something.
Yeah, and I've just had it been put. Like I've just remembered it, and I thought, like, just them sort of little things, Linda. You know what I mean? You didn't shove it off. You was aware of it, and it was like something that was playing on your head for a long. Although it was a dream, it played on you.
Yeah.
When it plays on you, this is a memory trying to activate. Yeah, and some of you will open up to new other things from that memory what's been activated. And it's like you just been saying just then, like it's
you're breaking up again.